2021 is finally coming to a close. There's a lot from this past year that us Overwatch fans might want to quickly forget. But in today's video, I wanted to take a moment to take a look back through what we endured and begin to kind of hint and nod and prod towards the future. Those of you that have been clued into the Twitter sphere around Overwatch may have seen a lot of your favorite creators all of a sudden at the same time express positive emotion towards the future. Why would that be? Well, I certainly can't tell you because just like them, I'm under NDA. Are the likes of ML7 Flat, Samito, Frito, SVB, and dozens of others easy to please? Yeah, probably, right? We're all just huffing the copium. Just forget about it. No big deal. Help us mentally transition from the worst year in Overwatch history to whatever is coming next. Watch this space to find out. When we began your Overwatch 5 years ago, I had a full head of hair, but between ranked mode and Blizzard's bad decision making, it made me mauled out of control. Which is why I wish I knew about today's video sponsor, Keeps, way back then. Keeps gives you personalized advice from a doctor to help you keep your hair before it's too late. Keeps is affordable, delivers right to your door, clinically proven treatments that are designed to combat hair loss. 2 out of 3 guys experience hair loss before the age of 35. And trust me, fellas, this stuff sneaks up on you. You wake up one morning and poof, it's gone. That's why you gotta get ahead of it before it's too late. Keeps has a network of medical professionals that have your back. Talk to your prescribing doctor 24/7 to get all the care and support that you need. Keeps has clinically proven results. Most customers see results in just 6 months of treatment. Hair loss stops with Keeps. Get 50% off your first order by going to keeps.com/youroverwatch or click our link in the description to head you right there. That's KEEPS.com/youroverwatch to get 50% off your first order. Try it today. 2021 was packed with all the wrong stuff for Blizzard and Overwatch. Negative headlines, and a lack of content from the game, so there was no ignoring the elephant of the room. Bobby Kotick is accused of such things as, during the scandal being made public due to the California lawsuit, sending out a female scapegoat to take the negative PR away from him, authoring the letter that she sent out that made everyone so mad. Allegedly, he wrote it, and then allegedly swooped in to take the credit of calling it tone deaf, so he could look like the hero, fixing the problem that he enabled the entire time. Okay, so that's like basically as bad as it can get for a company, right? So we should expect all of Blizzard to suffer under such poor leadership. Way back in April, Jeff Kaplan left the company with a message that effectively said, GG, it's been real, almost winking at the lack of transparency and change that the company badly needed. We only found out the truth behind that recently. He left back in April, but it wasn't until this past month that we had any clue of what might have prompted it. Oh yeah, and then continuing the bad news, before Jeff even left, Metro had been leaking that the game was going to be delayed, which there was a lot of hemming and hawing and disagreeing, and the Overwatch League stepping out saying that it would be running on an early build of Overwatch 2, almost to signify that Metro was wrong, but then they came out and delayed the game anyway, so it seems like he was right, and I think there's a lot of confusion on what that means. Eventually we're going to find out the answer to a lot of these things, I would imagine, but beyond all of that negativity, the things we got to the actual live service, quote unquote, game of Overwatch was the following. Crossplay, 2 deathmatch maps, a Cassidy name change, a handful of balance changes earlier in the year, but it got cut off August 5th. That was the last balance patch, so this entire final quarter, there's been nothing in that regard. A few mini events that you could get a free skin for. That's cute and nice. Not gonna say no to free cosmetics. And on top of that, they have added a few quality of life changes through the year that I've been really appreciative of. And at least for me personally, the best thing to happen all year was the Creator Cup tournament that we just took part in. That's the whole year in a nutshell. Didn't take very long to talk about, did it? No. Well, try to name me a worse year for Overwatch than that. It might be easy to forget, but for most of Overwatch's life, it always felt like there was movement and progress. Jeff Kaplan described it as the heartbeat of the game. 2016 was launch. 2017, we were at like the peak of its popularity, I think. They really outdid themselves in the 2018 release of Retribution, which kind of showed that they had intentions for more in-depth PvE stuff they were trying out. They kept adding heroes. The game was getting more complicated. Brigitte got released in March of 2018, which kind of redefined some of the rules of the game. And we didn't even get role queue, which is a system I love, though does have its flaws, in 2019. And to be fair to them, they did keep the 3 heroes per year trend solid up until Echo, who came out in March of 2020. But now we're heading into quarter one of 2022, which by the time we get to March, that means it's been 2 years since a new hero was added. And the other things we've got haven't felt the same level of substantial compared to the needs of the game. It just seems like there's gaps in Overwatch's game that haven't been addressed. And rather than ever seeing them turn the corner to ramp up production, the opposite happened, where we got the drought of 2021. Okay, that's my argument. I think it's an easy sell. The worst year in Overwatch history. I mean, maybe you get excited for a McCree name change, but that's not enough for me. Now, switching gears entirely, I did want to vaguely, generally discuss the positive sentiment that has been hinted to by a number of content creators that are under NDA. So if you don't know, a small number of Overwatch creators have been briefed on the news that's going to be coming to Overwatch. I think for a few reasons. One, to kind of gauge our reaction to things, so also that we can prepare to cover the game. I know as a player, it might feel upsetting, but I'll be honest, I don't understand that sentiment. Do you get mad when all of the journalists who don't care about your opinions get early access to everything with developers? That's been happening forever, and they do not know what they're talking about, right? So it's better to have the new media streamers and content creators get their seat at the table next to the journalists, because we actually advocate for you. And we don't know everything, but we know more than some journalist that has to review 1,000 games a year. In any case, we're under NDA for being in this call, so in no ways will I be giving you a clue about what I know about what they're going to do. All I can say is that a lot of content creators are happy about it. To keep myself on the safe side, let's take a look at public statements that have been made. Let's just read some of these, shall we? ML7, he's got some pretty critical takes, doesn't he? This is what he said. I can't say more about what was discussed today, but I can say that my faith for the future of Overwatch has been restored. How about Karq? He's a pretty nice guy, even keel. On a plane, he paid $15 for Wi-Fi to attend the Overwatch creator meeting. I'm under an NDA, but all I can say is that ... it was worth it. All in caps, so you know he's serious, with a picture of him giving the big thumbs up, smiling with his eyes. Karq looks like he's in a good mood there, doesn't he? Okay. How about Echo Flex? I'm on the hopium. 2022 is Overwatch's year. Okay, got another believer. Samito. Well, he's never got anything good to say, does he? For the first time in a long time, I'm rightfully optimistic. I can't wait to see this game back where it belongs in this industry, at the top. Here's to the future. Vlad said, I couldn't be happier today. So much hope for Overwatch. EVA, after being a part of a meeting with Overwatch devs, all I can say is my confidence in Overwatch's future is through the roof. TSM Gale, Overwatch content creator meeting was pretty pog, I won't lie. I think 2022 is actually going to be a banger year for this game, seriously. J3, I'm very excited for all the new things in 2022, smiley face. Your Overwatch, what does that guy know? All in caps? I mean, how cringe is this guy gotta be? I am under NDA and cannot tell you what will be coming to Overwatch next year. I'm allowed to express emotion. Very happy, that is all. Oh, come on, you guys, we can get this tweet over 4,000 likes. If you read Reddit, everyone's just posting this for clout, right? That's all we want is clout, because as you guys know, as fans of probably all these creators and many more, we're very easy to please in this community, right? Our standards are so incredibly low of the devs that I'm sure 2022 just has more skins, probably. Maybe some more quality of life fixes? What do you think, guys? I want you to let me know, because I can't tell you. I know what it is. I can't guess. This makes my content really difficult because I like to speculate and put things together, and I really wish someone else would leak this so I can report on it. But Metro won't even leak this. He says he finally found out what it is and wants to let it play out. What a nice guy, Metro. I actually think this is a really cool move by him, because I think it's healthier for the game that we allow the devs to do their thing right now. And that's coming from the guy that signal boosted Metro's famous leak about Overwatch 2. I'm not all in about this for myself, because the health of the game is good for everybody, including me. I got no intentions to sink the ship for short-term gain. That's not the goal. And it's weird. It's almost like if you get some goodwill from the community, they won't screw you over, Blizzard. We told you this. They were not happy about those leaks years ago and demonized us for doing it. And now that you're finally doing something in the future that we can't tell anybody what it is. Even Metro wants to be on your side, and you hate him. I'm getting upset about this, everybody, because Stylosa was tweeting about how horrible it was to work with Blizzard. Jeff actually liked him, and in this long tweet thread, Sty talks about how he had to bypass all the PR BS just to get Jeff alone to talk to him about the game, to communicate to the fan base about things everybody wanted to discuss. So I kind of understood some of this. I've always vaguely talked about the iron fist of Blizzard and how it feels so difficult to speak to the actual humans that make the game because the company apparatus around them pressures them to be marketing objects as opposed to people who can make mistakes and have creative exploration. I had no idea Sty had that much trouble. That really clears some things up for me. It makes a lot of sense. And I guess to give Blizzard credit now, they're showing signs of rectifying that attitude. And you got to think that that's a good thing. If you only want journalists to have access to devs, well, you're going to get the fluffy PR pieces where one hand washes the other. But if you actually want someone there to advocate for what the community actually wants and thinks, well, then you need actual players who make content on the game to have a seat at the table. So I want you to let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think would get all of these creators on board? I have seen a few that are a bit skeptical and want to wait to see them execute this plan. For example, Kefri didn't seem too impressed yet, but I've struggled to find too many that weren't jumping for joy in that content creator call. To further express my emotions, when they told me what it was difficult for me to stop smiling. Okay, so I don't think any of that breaks my NDA. I'm not in any way hinting to what the plans might be, just that I like them. You may do with that what you will. If you're wondering whether or not will your dedication to the game feel rewarded at some point, my answer would be yes. 2021 has been a difficult year as an Overwatch fan, but when you see content creators say sentences like, "My faith has been restored," or "My confidence is through the roof," content creators that often are very critical of Blizzard, I can assure you that if I were you, I'd probably take that seriously. Part of me wishes I don't join these calls so that I could speculate on everyone else saying the things that they're saying publicly. It puts me in a bind to actually be included in. But that's it for today's video. Terrible year. Boy, can't I wait to get past it. If you're excited as well, be sure to hit subscribe on this channel so that you can get that new content covering whatever Overwatch has in store next. You don't want to miss out. So click the bell icon to actually get notified when our videos go live. There's a good chance that the subject matter of today's video has made you mauled. I don't blame you. I know that problem personally. So in order to get a step ahead of your hair loss, get a whopping 50% off your first order by heading on over to keeps.com/YourOverwatch. Take it from me, being an Overwatch fan makes you mauled. Don't let it happen to you. I'll see you guys next time.